Hello and welcome to the final match of the third Strike Tactics tournament, this one hosted by ShinX, gracefully so. This is the bracket for the game so far. The finals are between Carnage and Stirker. Carnage, who had a decent matchup against Mage. That 2-0 doesn't quite describe it. The games were decently close. They were fun to watch. And Stirker having a very hard run through, having a 2-3 against ShinX, the host of the tournament, and also then having a 2-0 versus Kiras, which was a decently close 2-0 again. The score doesn't quite represent it. So we're already in to the first game of this grand finals. It'll be a best of 5, and we're on White Death for the first match. Up in the top, in the green, we have Stirker Eureka, starting with what he's been doing for the whole tournament. A traditional, for him, 2 mech factory opening. And on the bottom side, we have the same thing coming out from Carnage, who's in the red. If you wish to watch the rest of the tournament on YouTube, a link will be in the description to the entire stream, unedited, just the whole stream uploaded in one. So yeah, as ShinX is rightfully pointing out, this is the old guard. These are 2 players who've been playing since the beta of this game. They seen these players play in so many RTS games now. All the small RTS games that you can think of, they're here early. They're always trying them all out, getting good at them. Both very good players. Carnage being the winner of the first ever tournament, the release tournament that was held by Forgeable Sum, the developer of the game. Unfortunately, we did not have Zerton, the other winner of Strike Tactics tournament in the game. But we'll see if Carnage can take home his second title. There's going to be a bit of an engagement here at the start. Let me just set my BMT up. But nothing really going to happen. Just a bit of damage on each side, about equal. And there is a slight build divergence here. Stirker Eureka, up in the top, as the green, has gone for the faster tank factory. And he's throwing up his tech lab here with some fun ground spam, so that he can get into the very fast gladiators. Whereas on the bottom side, Carnage has gone for free factory opening, so that he can have more mercs out early and try and get some aggression on. So he's going to come in here and poke these factories. This is kind of dangerous. Now he's chasing out, which is really nice. But he's chased himself into a corner here, so he's going to have to do some real good damage if he's going to want to get out of this. But it looks like he might be able to. He had the good chase. He's getting some good damage on now. This is going to be lost eventually because, as you see, defender's advantage. There will be more mercs coming out here for Stirker, but he has done a really good job in closing down these numbers. Still 4 of these left, but we knew there'd be at least 2 left. So 4 isn't a huge amount for Stirker. That does put him ahead, but with the extra mech factory, this means that he's evened down the numbers so that he can start pushing out. But the first gladiator has already arrived from Stirker, and this could really sort of put a stop to this aggression. This aggression hasn't found the small window it had to really do something. And Carnage does not have a tech lab down, so he's not going to be able to get gladiators out for a while. So there is a time period now when Stirker can really start putting on some heat. He's even getting that 3rd mech lab up. Almost lost my speaking there. So the tank lab is up. The gladiators are pushing in. A lot of damage going down. Getting some bullfrogs out. Good choice there by Carnage. Getting the bullfrogs out. They have more DPS. They have the little AoE. They will miss some, but the gladiators are pretty big targets, so they shouldn't miss too much. And he does have still some mechs there to get some straight damage out. Damage going down on the tank factory. Once you've got the tech lab out, I don't know how important the tech factory actually is. that's still going to be sort of sad to go down. Striker, oh, so this was a nice idea from Carnage. Carnage was going to push up past this army, I think, and try and get some damage onto the base, try and pull the army back. But there just happened to be some gladiators standing in his way that just got a really good setup on him. And this is looking like it's going to go Striker's way now. There's just been so much time where Carnage has not been able to produce gladiators that the gladiator numbers are just way too far ahead now. GG's thrown down by Carnage. And that's game 1 to Striker. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point, actually. Add text Carnage 1. No, Carnage 0. My bad. Striker 1. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? So return to lobby, and we'll look for the next game. Here we go. What do we want? We want an outline. And then we want to edit scene. I have this at the top, just in the middle. That's about centered. About centered. Oh, I think he hosted on the wrong map. Yep, there we go. There we go. Correct map is now there. Guest has been kicked. Game has been started. Just make sure to turn edit scene off. Make sure to lock mouse to window, and we're ready. So, in the top left, up 1 game in this best of 5 finals. Probably should have added best of 5 to the top, but I'll keep saying it, so you should remember. Best of 5 finals is Striker Eureka. And in the bottom left, in the red, is the former champion Carnage. So we're going to have to see how builds change in this one. See if Carnage will adapt and go for those faster gladiators. I am assuming at the start that we're going to see a lot of gladiator versus gladiator. So be prepared for that. This has been sort of the seemingly the most powerful meta in the tournament. Now the good thing to see here is if we can get some close games which go up a bit longer. Oh, bucking the trend already. Striker Eureka is going to throw down the airstrip. And this is an interesting choice. I wonder where this is going to go. This has ruined what I was just about to say. But this is still an interesting choice. Scout flying through. Going to see it. It will go down, but does get to see everything. I like that. It's a nice little doodad. This map is a little bit simple. It's a 4-player map with just this sort of slightly open space in between. This map looked like it was originally made for the old deathmatch mode, which I assume is still a mode. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone play that as much anymore. So the build change has come out from Carnage, going straight into gladiators, but we're getting the old Merc Manta composition. Manta spam used to be the absolute norm. If you watched my last Strike Tactics stream, which will be which is on my YouTube channel, you will have seen a lot of Manta, and it looks like Striker is going to try out this this old style. So we're seeing like the old versus the new style here, which is interesting. Now, right now, there's not much that can be done by Striker yet. Wants to be careful pushing in, because this many mercs will just annihilate his Manta. He needs to get a good number of Manta before he really goes in. But he can try and sneak around the sides, try and pick some stuff off. And this is going to have to be the thing which he uses this composition for. He's going to have to basically try and keep Carnage in his base. Also, by the way, very nice, decent spawn for Striker. Very nice spawn for Carnage, on top of an ore patch with his starting command center. So Striker, with his first gladiators, is going to push out. This is a smart strategy. He knows he has the advantage. There is a bombard cannon here, but the gladiator will be a strong force. You see, he's moving back. He's not going to push in, even though he could do some damage, because he doesn't want to let these Manta just get around the side of him too much. The Manta needs to stay home to try and deal with this. And he only has a tower defending this side, so he can push up and do quite a lot of damage over here. Trying to still dance about a bit and hit some of these Manta though. Does not want to let the Manta get home while he's largely undefended. Just have a couple of gladiators back here. So, not a huge amount of damage done here, and Striker is going to plug that gap in his defences. Looking at the worker count, Striker is ahead. Ahead by about 3. 2 or 3. Pushing down. Oh, and he's going to get caught here. He's trying to do some aggro, but Carnage is looking for it. Carnage is moving around looking for it. Trying to hide these guys. Oh no, they're going to find him. I think gladiators have decent idea. But the Mantas are actually just really taking them apart. This is interesting. See their anti-air machine guns, nothing like as powerful as their cannons here. There are a lot of mercs out here. They do have the strong anti-air. So it looks like full-on gladiator is not going to work here. Full-on gladiator is not going to work, and there's going to need to be some sort of mix where he's going to want some gladiators in here to fight the ground force, and this is exactly what we were expecting coming out here from Striker. Striker is going to pop in with these Manta and just harass the economy. But Carnage has managed to pull him away. He's going to try and catch loads of these Manta out in the open and get some real big damage done on them. Ooh. Manta numbers are good though. He has some more mercs, so he can push them away. But these fights aren't going ever so powerfully in the favour of Carnage. More harassment going on. You get pushed out here. Lose a couple of Manta. Now this is the interesting thing, right? His ground army is not expanding at all. He is only producing Manta. So this means that early game he's going to have this really strong setup where he can do a ton of damage to Carnage's economy. But these turrets are only going to defend him for so long. Once these numbers start to get higher and higher, like his numbers are easily enough to prune down these Manta numbers a bit now. There's Weavers coming out as well. The Weaver Merc Force is definitely what you want for dealing with these Manta. A little bit of an awkward fight for Carnage here, because he doesn't want to push too far in that he starts getting hit by these turrets, but he wants to really prune these Manta numbers. Oh no, he lost a lot there. Desperately trying to keep his Manta down. I think that push might have lost him the game, yeah. Carnage gonna throw GG. Ooh, that's hard. Because I believe that eventually Carnage should outperform. Carnage's army should eventually outperform Striker. It should. But whether that actually happens is a different thing. You can see at the edge of my window updating the text, but that is okay. I am not worried. Yep. Nice. Right, so up in the top right we have Stirker, who is 2-0 up in this series right now. 2-0 up. Bit of an upset in some people's eyes. Carnage seen as the old hero of this game. Carnage down in the bottom in the red. He's gonna need to come back. And he definitely can. I'm interested to see what's happening here. Is Carnage going to stick with his guns? Or is he going to... He's going to go and do the Manta style now. And he expects it's going to be Manta versus Manta, but it is not. It is not. He is going up versus the traditional Gladiator build. So we'll have to see if he can deal with it here. This is not as good a map, I think, for Mantas because it's so open. In that last map, Carnage was sort of caught in a choke going into Striker space. But he will have no such luck this time. Scout going down as the push-up of Mercs will come in here. But Stirker is not actually that ahead in Mercs. He got a nice start to the engage there where he was only hitting one. A few Manta coming out as well. Defender's advantage will help here. But I think Striker's doing the right thing here and trying to push in before the Manta numbers get too big. Bit of harassment here. Mercs aren't too scary against buildings, so Carnage shouldn't have to worry too much. But the numbers of Mercs are a little bit scary. Pretty good setup here for Carnage though, along the side of the army. That's a lot of damage going down. Manta with the 133 DPS, a little bit low, but he can get more of them out. And they hit really well. They have great accuracy. Ooh. Striker's reinforcements coming back in and evening the numbers though. This could go badly. The Manta do have the mobility advantage, but two more Mercs are on the way. Gonna try and rush down another airstrip. Ooh, but this mech factory is getting dangerously low here. This is really sad. It looks like this might be just a really quick and clean win for Stirker. jumping on the matter as soon as it comes out. GG. What a great performance from Stirker, man. He came in swinging, dude. He came in swinging. He took Carnage out 3-0. That doesn't happen very often, that Carnage gets taken out 3-0 in any game. So very well played to both players there, but especially to Stirker. That's super sick. That's super sick. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you to the big man ShinX for hosting this tournament. You can now see the final bracket. Stirker with the 3-0 victory. Let's update that really quickly. Get a little peek into OBS. Slam 3-0. Very well played to Stirker, and Hotboy now owes me $10 because threw down a chic little bet. So well played everyone, and thank you for watching.